Okay, 2022 October, question 15. In question 15 here, which integers satisfy the inequality shown on the number line? This one is an inequality. We need to know which numbers satisfy this inequality. Some questions come like this. Some questions come in another idea. They will tell you, يعطوك inequality. We go like which integers or list the integers that satisfy this inequality. تمام. أول حاجة we have to look at it. We're going to look at the circles. أول حاجة أنا عندي circle. Yeah. Circle هذه closed circle. Closed circle معناها number 2 is counted. يعني شنو محسوب في الأرقام. تمام. يعني المفروض إن number 2 محسوب في الأرقام لأن هذه closed circle وهذه open circle معناها number 7 is not counted. يعني 7 مش محسوبة في الأرقام. يعني عادي نشوف الداتا اللي عندي. هنا ما فيهاش 2 هذه غلط. تمام. I'll check like this. هذه ما فيهاش 2 غلط. هذه ما فيهاش 2 غلط. هذه فيها 2 هذه فيها 2. نجي 7 7 المفروض ما تقعدش قاعده. لو كانت قاعده معناها غلط. So the answer is the last one اللي هي 2 3 4 5 6 لان 7 مش محسوبه لانها open circle. Okay, that's the idea of this question. So this is the answer. لان open circle معناها it's not counted, it's not it's not in the answer, and this one closed circle معناها counted. That's it. Let's move on to the next question. Question 16. Right? Question 16 in section B. We're going to start with section B now. Here. Okay. Share $420 in the ratio of 3 to 4. أول حاجة نديروها نجمع ratios. We'll add the ratios together. So 3 plus 4 equals what? So first thing we add the ratio. 3 plus 4 equals 7. معناها sum of the ratios is 7. ناخذ 420 هذه. And then I divide it by the 7. نقسمها على 7 هذه. تمام. هيطلع عندي 420 420 divide 7. تمام. So it's like this as a fraction. نشوف الانسر يطلع لي كم. Equals. I'll use a calculator for this. So 420 divide 7 هتطلع معايا 60. تمام. Now I'm going to take the 60 هي هذه. I'm going to take the 60 and multiply it by the numbers I have in the ratio. And multiply it here and then multiply it here. So first 60 times 3 وبعدين 60 times 4. هنقول له 60 times 3 equals what? 60 times 3 هتطلع 180. هذه أول وحدة. وبعدين 60 times 4 هتطلع معايا 60 times 4 هتطلع 240. And this is how I answer a question like this. يبقى أول حاجة درناها شنو? First we add the ratios together. We got 7. And then after getting the 7 ناخذ 420 divided by the 7. We get 60. ناخذ 60 نضربوها في 3 يطلع 180. وناخذ 60 نضربوها في 4 يطلع 240. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to the next question. B. Write 420 as a product of its prime factors. You must show your working. Product of prime factors, same idea as we did before. ناخذ 420. I divide it by a number, which is the prime factor. هناخذ the simplest or the smallest prime number, اللي هو 2. So I divide it by 2. It's going to be what? Right here. It's going to be 210. Good. And then divided by 2 again. It's going to be very good, 105. You can use a calculator here. And then 105, you divide it by what? You divide it by 3. You can't divide by 2. If you divide 105 by 3, what do you get? 105 divided 3 equals 35. Yes, 35. So divide by 3 equals 35. And then divide the 35 by 5 equals 7. And then 7 by 7 equals 1. And then you stop at the 1. And then you take the group that doesn't have the 1 in them. تكتبها next to each other like this. Be a 2, times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7, and this is the answer of this question. You can do index notation by doing 2 power of 2, this, وبعدين multiplied by 3 by 5 by 6. That's it. You can answer it in any way you like. This is one of the ways, and this is the other way of answering this question. And this is how you answer question 16B. Now let's move on to the other question. كيف ما قلنا نقسمه يجينا واحد. بعدين ناخذ النمبرز هذين نكتبون جنب بعض. That's it for this question. Let's move on. Question 17. The straight line M is drawn on the grid below. هذا M قاعد على الجريد. شنو السؤال؟ قال لي what is the equation of the line M؟ يبقى equation of line M. خلاص نجي نبحث في M. M يقطع في شنو؟ وين يقطع M؟ يقطع في الواي اكسس. بما انه يقطع في الواي اكسس معناه نقول له y equals هذه الايديا. تمام؟ باهي. ويقطع في الواي اكسس في نمبر كم؟ يقطع في الواي اكسس في نمبر 3 هي بوزيتيف 3. معناه نقول له y equals 3. That's it. That's how you answer this question. يبقى اول حاجه شفنا عشان يقطع رايح على الواي اكسس كتبنا y وبعدين what number does it do؟ اللي هي 3 معناه y equals 3. Now let's move on to the next question. On the grid above, draw the graph of y equals 2x minus 1 for values of x from negative 3 to 3. تمام؟ هذه حاجة أخرى. On the graph, we're gonna draw a line. To draw a line like this, معناها it's easy to use these 2 points. أنا استخدم 2 points هذين. كيف we use these 2 points؟ هذينا الx. تمام؟ هذينا الx. We don't have to do negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, no need. نديروا 2 points ونوصلون بعضهم بس. يعني I'm gonna take the equation, give it these 2 values, and then find the points. تعال نعطون ال values. أول حاجة first let me put this. Okay. أول حاجة الإيكويشن اللي هي كام؟ y equals 2x minus 1. لو قلنا ال x equals negative 3 معناه نقول لل y equals 2 مضروبة لأن negative 3 أول ده negative 3 نسكر براكت بعدين minus 1. تمام؟ I'll do this باش تطلع عندي point. معناها نديرها بالكالكوليتر هذه اللي هي 2 مضروبة في negative 3 ولا 2 براكت negative 3 سكر براكت negative 1 يطلع معايا negative 7. يبقى لما الاكس negative 3 معناه الواي negative 7. نجي نكتبها في براكت هيك 2 براكت معناها negative 3 طلع معايا negative 7. يبقى negative 3 negative 7. هذه أول بوينت. تمام؟ نجي للبوينت الثانية نديرها نفس الفكرة. نديرها I'm gonna do it here so I can put it on the graph. خلاص negative 3 negative 7. خليني ندير البوينت الثانية نديرها جنبها عادي. I'll tell you the same idea. Let me make a line like this. هنقول له y equals هناخذ 3 المرة هذه x equals 3 معناها نقول له y equals 2 مضروبة في 3 سكر براكت بعدين negative 1. خلاص do it in the calculator. It will give you the coordinates اللي هي 3 لأن استخدمنا 3 في الx معناها بمكان النيجاتيف 3 نحطه 3. That's it. And the answer will be 5. معناها 3 و 5. خلاص now I have the coordinates. Now I can go up to the graph and draw the line. Let me move this. Let's go up to the line to the graph and draw the line. يبقى شنو عندي الكوردينتس؟ أنا عندي negative 3 negative 7. وين حتكون negative 3 negative 7؟ Let me do it like this. أيوه. And do 5. Okay. negative 3 negative 7 حتكون هنا. Here. negative 3 negative 7 معناها. اوكي وبعدين الثانية عندي 3 و5 معناها 3 و5 اللي يعني تو بعد درت ال 2 points هذينا I can connect them with a line like this. And this is how you answer a question like this. يبقى أول حاجة شو درنا؟ خذينا الإيكويشنز عوضنا مكان الإكس مرة بنيجاتيف 3 طلعت لي الواي نيجاتيف 7. لما عوضنا مكان الإكس substitute the X with 3 we got the Y is 5. تمام. خلاص خذينا البوينت هذه we plot it here وخذينا البوينت هذه we plot it here and then we connect the 2 points. هذا هو اللاين اللي بي في الانسر. تمام. That's it for question 17B. Let's move on to question 17C. In question 17C, a different line or a different state line n has a gradient of 7 and passes through the point 08. Write down the equation of the line. تمام. هو قال لي الجريدينت بتاعها 7. لما انت تكتب equation of a line تكتب y equals mx plus c. تمام. هذه الايكويشن اوف لاين دي ما تنكتبك y equals mx plus c. شنو هو الام؟ الام هو الجريدينت اللي هو الجريدينت اللي اعطي لك اياه. خلاص معناه اول حاجه الجريدينت عارفه اللي هو ام تكتبه كيف ما هو. والسي شنو؟ السي هو الواي انترسبت. شنو هو الواي انترسبت؟ هو قال لك اياها passes through the point 08. به ليش هذه الواي انترسبت؟ لان الاكس بتاعها 0 معناها هذه هي النقطة اللي يقطع فيها الواي اكسس. معناها ال8 هذه هي السي. تمام. هي هذه السي. So when you write the equation of a line you write it like this. بتقول له y equals 7x لأن الام أعطاها لي 7 وبعدين plus 8 لأن السي أعطاها لي 8 هنا. And this is the answer of this question. يبقى هذه equation of a line that has a gradient of 8 and the y-intercept بتاعها كم؟ gradient of 7 and the y-intercept is 8. تمام؟ That's it for question C. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. 18. Question 18. Find the perimeter of the shape below. هنطلع the perimeter of this shape. Okay. Perimeter means what كلمة قلنا؟ Perimeter means going around the shape. يعني you add all the sides outside the shape. خلاص تعال نشوف السايدز كلنا قاعدة ولا. أول حاجة عندي 8 هنا عندي 12 هنا ما عنديش. هذا is the same as this one صح؟ خلاص إذا كان هذا 8 معناه حتى هذا 8. So we write 8 next to it. or 8 centimeters. تمام؟ به هنا 3 هنا 3 هذه 4. إذا كان هذه 4 معناها هذه كم؟ 4 same 4 سنتيمتر. ضروري نكمل الشيب بعدين add them together. اوكي. به now I need this line. أنا نلاحظ أن اللاين 12 هذا مقابل اللاين هذا. بقى كيف نعرف اللاين هذا؟ المفروض أن هذين كلهم 12 هنا. يعني اللاين هذا 12 معناه حتى من هنا لعند هنا 12. لأن the same.
So the thing is 6?
Yes. So this one is 6. Yes. How do we know؟ لأن هذه 3 وهذه 3 مع بعض 6. كم ما زال على 12 حتقعد شنو؟ 6. That's the idea. Good. So this one is 6 centimeters. Bah. Now we add them all together. We're going to add all the numbers together. We have 8, 12, 8, 3, 4, 6, 4, and 3. So we add them all together with a calculator here. Okay, 12 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 8 is going to be 48 centimeters. And this is the perimeter of this shape. تمام. So the idea كما قلنا نكملوا lines وبعد نكمل lines I'll add them up together. And this is the idea of question 8A. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay. B. Select a word from the box to identify each of the shapes being described below. تمام. هذين shapes they are described. خلاص we're gonna use the words from the box and put them here. تمام. This is a new question. They invented this 2022. But let's see the explanations and we will choose one word to describe. Okay. And I get 2 pairs of equal sides, perpendicular diagonals, only one line of symmetry. Only one line of symmetry هذه maybe says it all. Okay. The only shape that هذا عنده more than one line of symmetry, more than one. No lines of symmetry أصلا. Rhombus has 2 lines of symmetry. Trapezium no line of symmetry. Kite عنده one line of symmetry. معناها only one line of symmetry هي kite. خلاص نكتب kite. So I have to focus on these. I used kite. I'm not going to use it again. هنا 4 equal sides 4 equal sides معناها it's not a rectangle تمام and it's not a trapezium and it's not a parallelogram يا اما rhombus يا اما square. Let's continue. Only 2 lines of symmetry. Square has 4 lines of symmetry. لكن rhombus only 2 lines of symmetry معناها الانسر is rhombus. هو اصلا كمالة ليا 2 pairs of equal angles يعني 2 equal angles مش كلهم equal كلهم equal هي square معناها this is a rhombus. This one is a rhombus. So we have to know the difference between these shapes. It's very important. Okay, that's a rhombus. Now let's continue. 2 pairs of equal sides. Only 1 lines of symmetry. هذا عنده 4 هذا عنده yes هذا عنده 2. Okay, parallelogram no, trapezium no, lines of symmetry. خلاص معناه it's a rectangle. يعني I can answer them from the lines of symmetry أصلا. But I have to focus on all of them. Rectangle. Then 4 right angle sides هذه حتى هي تقول لك انه هو rectangle. The right angles only square and rectangle. ولما قالك 2 lines of symmetry معناها rectangle. This one 2 pairs of equal sides. تمام 2 pairs لا خلينا نحول rectangle. 2 pairs of equal sides معناها مش square مش حيكون square لان all sides are equal to square. تمام يا اما parallelogram يا اما trapezium. وtrapezium حتى هو doesn't have equal sides. No equal sides with the trapezium. تمام no lines of symmetry حتى هو parallelogram. 2 pairs of equal angles معناها parallelogram. Yes. So the answer here is parallelogram. Okay. That's the idea of answering this question. I hope you understood the idea. The kite has only 1 line of symmetry. The rhombus has 2 pairs of equal angles and only 2 lines of symmetry. The 4 sides are equal. لو كان 4 sides are equal, they will angles all equal all of them معناها square. لكن because 2 pairs of angles معناها rhombus. Rectangle has 4 right angles and 2 pairs of equal sides. مش كل sides equal معناها rectangle which has 4 right angles. Yes. Parallelogram 2 pairs of equal angles and 2 pairs of equal sides. خلاص no lines of symmetry معناها parallelogram. That's it for this question. Let's move on to the other one. Question 19. 80 children took part in either track or field events. These are the children. تمام. How many children took part in field events in total? Now, the total of the children are 80. تمام. The total of the children are 80. Now, let me finish the numbers first. Let's finish them. أنا عندي track 19 girls. Here, we don't know these. We can finish from this. What's missing here? Boys, عندي number. You add it with 12, you get 35. So what is it? هنقول له 35 minus 12. 35 minus 12. هيطلع عندي 23. تمام؟ أنا 23. بقى نجي نكمل 23 plus 19. هيطلع عندي 42. أنا 42. Okay. And then 35 or 42 minus it from 80. هنقول له minus 42 هيطلع 38. يعني هذه 38. بقى and then 38 minus 12. 38 minus 12 هتطلع 26. هذه 26. بقى and then 19 plus 26 plus 19 هتطلع 45. So this one is 45. Okay, after finishing the numbers, now let's look at the question. Gali, how many children, boys or girls, took part in field events in total? How many children took part in field?
38?
Yes, that's it. So the ones who took the field events in total, home 38, that's it. So you say 38, okay? Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, we have an answer. No, much longer. Okay, 6:30 we will finish, okay? Something like that, 6:30. Okay, so we said it's 38 here. field events in total. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. 28. Which of these is the largest? This. تمام. First, you have to make them in. First, we have to make them in what? In what do you call standard form. Standard form. Okay. So first, you have to make them in standard form. تمام. And then, after making them in standard form, you have to do what? You have to check which one is what? Which one is the largest? That's what they need. So to make them in standard form, we take a look at what? We take a look at the numbers. And عندي standard, no problem. This one is standard. This one is standard. So we don't have to make them in standard. We take a look at what? At the powers. We take a look at the powers. هذا عنده power of 4, هذا power of 5, هذا power of 3. So which one is the largest? That's it, power of 5. Okay?
Power 5?
Yes, the power of 5 is largest. Okay? Now
This doesn't even have to be standard for it to look at the powers.
What do you mean? Yes, but if one of them is not standard,
like if the power is biggest in like these things.
Yeah, but
look, well, imagine if that was like 567.
But if this one, let me tell you this, if this one is 56.7 times power of 10 power of 4, for example, you wouldn't say it's the biggest because you have to change it to standard. So you have to make them all standard first to check. Tamamo. And then you can check the powers because the power will change once you make it standard. Okay? Okay, let's move on. So next one, yes, 20B. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, 20B, work out this. Working out, you can use a calculator, as we said before. You can put the whole thing here in the calculator or part of it and then continue. Let's do it part by part. We're going to do this, write the answer here, and this one, write the answer here, and then we're going to add them together. So let's do this here first. So 1.2 times 10 power of 7. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, we put it here.
I got 1.43 times 10 power 7.
Some calculators don't change it, but it's okay. You can work the whole thing in a calculator, no problem. 2.3 times 10 power of 6. It's going to be 5 zeros. So 2, 3, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to add both of them together. It's going to be so plus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 1, 4, 3 with 5 zeros. So it's going to be 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to turn this into standard. Let's turn it into standard. Okay, how do we turn this into standard? We're going to move the decimal together, okay? So let's move the decimal together. The point is here. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we move the decimal 7 times, and the number that we will get is 1.43. As I said, when you
10 power 7.
Yes, when you move the decimals, you'll have the zeros. If you write them in the calculator, it will be removed. So times 10, and the power is 7. Because we moved that way, so the power will be positive. That's important to understand. So it's going to be 7 or positive 7. Okay. So 1.43 times times 10 power of 7. Okay, you understand it? Let's move on. Okay, question B is done. As we said, we put parts in calculators, we add them, we turn it into standard, we get the final answer. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 21. Question 21A. The first term of a sequence is 7. The term-to-term rule of the sequence is subtract 19. What is the third term of the sequence? خلاص معناها you write the first term اللي هو 7 and then you subtract 19 each time you write a term. So 7 minus 19 equals
Negative 12.
negative 12. And then you minus
And then
another 19.
negative 31.
Negative 31. Sorry. So they need the third term. It's negative 31. That's
31.
it. That's it. You take it and write it in the box here to get the mark. That's it for question 21A. Now let's move on to another question. Okay. Question B. This. The nth term of a different sequence is n squared plus 4n. Write down the first 3 terms of this sequence. Okay. No, we're going to write the terms of a sequence, only the 3 terms. So we're going to say n equals 1 here. So we're going to say n equals 1, and then n equals 2, and then n equals 3. We're going to work on these only, okay? We'll put this here, because we need 3 terms only. So the first one here, we have n squared plus 4n. N squared plus 4n. So we're going to say what? 1 squared, I'm going to put it in brackets. So 1 squared plus 4n.
1 squared plus 4
Plus 4
times 1.
times, yes, like this. Okay. And we put squared here, we don't forget this. Okay?
Mister,
So, yes,
why we do the brackets?
you always do the brackets because you might have negative numbers. So always learn how to do the brackets. And brackets means multiply. That's
If
the
they're
idea.
all positive.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
If
You
they
can,
are all positive.
yeah,
then
it's
we
okay.
don't
Do
have
them.
to do it, right?
Yeah, it's up to you. You don't have to do them. Yeah, I always like putting brackets just to explain. And brackets means multiply here. Okay. So what's the answer here? So 1 squared plus 4 times 1 is going to be 5. You can use a calculator for that. Next one, same idea. We're going to say 2 squared plus 4 multiplied by 2, and it's squared. So we put the text here. This time the answer will be what? 2 squared, it's going to be 4, plus 8, it's going to be 12. So this is the second term, okay? Now, the last one, same idea, we're going to use 3. And remember, we use the n or the numbers instead of the n. So 3 squared plus 4 multiplied by 3. Okay? So you write it like this, and this is squared. This. And the answer will be, you can use the calculator. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 squared is 9. When you add 12 and 9, you'll get 21. So the first 3 terms of a sequence are 5, 12, and 21. So you can write them here, 5, 12, and 21. That's it for question B. Now let's move on to the next question. لو قلنا شنو ناخده n equals 1 نحط ال 1 مكان ال n في ال nth term. Same idea. We get the final number, we put it here as a list. Question C, Felix. What's going on with Felix? Felix writes a sequence that starts with 4. تمام؟ يبقى هو he writes a sequence that starts with 4. The term-to-term rule here adds 7. تمام؟ Oluwati writes a sequence with the nth term 5n plus 4. What is the smallest number that is in both of the sequences? معناها هذا يبدأ 4 ويدير add 7 وهذا يستخدم في nth term. هذا معناها هتشتغل على هذه مثلا ندير 10 وحدات وندير 10 وحدات من هذه ونشوفوا the smallest number that they both have in common. تعال نشتغلوا مع فيليكس الأول. هنديروا 4 ونديروا adding 7. 4 plus 7 equals هاي 11. بعدين 11 plus 7 18. بعدين 18 plus 7 25. And then 25 plus 7 32. And 32 plus 7 39. And then we add another 7, it's 46. We add another 7, it's 53. If we add another 7, it's going to be 60. Let's stop here. That's the first sequence, the Felix sequence. Let's call it F. هذا Felix, تمام. نجول الأولواتوني. What a nice name. Okay, so Oluwatoni, maybe I'm saying it wrong, I don't know. His sequence uses this nth term, 5n plus 4, تمام. 5n plus 4. So let's make his sequence this way. Let's put F sequence here. هذا F. Let's put it here. We will work with Oluwatoni here. Let's start with the sequence. It's 5n plus 4, صح؟ هنقول له أول حاجة n equals 1. بعدين n equals 2, like this. n equals 3. n equals 4. n equals 5. And then n equals 6. And then n equals 7. Do we have space? Yes. خلاص, until we get something in common. n equals 1. هنقول شنو؟ let's put a line here so we can work there. Same idea. n equals 1 معناها 5 multiplied by 1 بعدين plus شنو؟ plus 4. Okay. خلاص, same idea. Let's do it here and change the numbers. Okay. So it's going to be. Okay.
Mister,
Yes.
Mister,
Yes.
how many nth are needed?
The first.
How
I'm
many
sorry.
nth term are needed?
Yes, you have to do it until you get one common number. أنا هحط 2. أنا 3. أنا 4.
Okay.
أنا 5. So here we put the ends. Right? أنا 6. أنا 7. تمام? And then we will check. First one gives me what? 5 في 1 5 زائد 4. It's 9. Second one. 5 في 2 10 زائد 4 14. Third one. 5 في 3 15 زائد 4 19. I do it like this, okay? 5 في 4 20 زائد 4 24. 5 في 5 25 زائد 4 29. Like this, okay? You don't have to do this. Once you notice the change, you can do it like this. You can do it like this. فاهم؟ يعني لما أنت تعرف what are we adding? خلاص, you'll get it. لأن what are we adding? We're adding 5, صح? Are we adding 5? 9, 14. Yes, we're adding 5 each time. خلاص. You don't
Yes, so
have
you
to.
don't need to do the nth
You don't
terms
have to do it
anymore.
like this. I'm just explaining how to use the term Dima. I like to explain it because some people are confused about them. خلاص هنا 5 36 زائد 4 36. I'm sorry 34. And then 5 في 4 5 7 35 plus 4 is 39. You can كما قلنا إن لما تبحث في السيكونس أصلا, when you look at the sequence, if it's arithmetic, you'll know that this is the difference. هو اللي هو plus 5. معناه you can add 5 each time. أنت عرفت ال 9 هنا. تقدر you can come here and say it's 9. تقدر تكتبها هيك وحدك. We'll add 5 at this moment. Add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5. You got it? You don't have to do the steps I did here. I'm just explaining how to use the method. بس term. فهو خلاص عرفت أنا فيليكس كم عنده وعرفت والواكي هذا كم عنده. تمام. Now they need a common number between them. That's what they need. The smallest number that in both of their sequences. وينه? Which one? No 9s, no 4s, 11s, 14s, 19, 18, 25, 24. So we have what?
39.
39. Yes, that's the answer. So the first common number who was 39. So the answer is 39. Okay, that's how you do it. You got the idea? So you find the first sequence of Felix and then the sequence of Oluwaki. What we call Oluwaki, yeah. And then you find the common numbers between them and you put it in the answer. That's it for this question. Let's move on to another question. Okay, 21 is done. Yes. 22 bisector of the angle you must show. This one needs more. Okay, let's do this very fast. I don't know if we have time to do this. Wait. Pause. Okay, the question wants what? Wants the angle bisector. So you're going to use a compass like this. You're going to open it here, for example. Okay, take a look at this. And then open it like this, and then draw an arc that connects the two lines. This is how you draw an angle bisector. Wow. And then you have 2 points, one here and one here. Use the same length here and draw an arc here like this. And then from the other point, same idea, draw an arc right here. And then the two arcs will meet in a point. Take this point here and connect it to this point. This is how you construct an angle bisector. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now let's move on to the other question.